Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys so much. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. Let me not say much, but I've been facing some bit of technical issues. That's why I was not able to drop a video yesterday. So I decided to film it today, edit and drop it for you guys. That's how much I love you. I hope you're in the Christmas spirit and you're enjoying the festive season. Myself, I'm having a blast. And as you can see, I'm all smiles and all that. It's good. Good has been good and good has been gracious. So today's video is about a little recap. And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Let's have a recap on some eventful things that happened in my year. I'm sure you also have a lot that went on. So with me, I'll do it monthly. And it's amazing to laugh at them now. Back in the same moments, some of them would make me cry. Some of them would just shock me and I'll be like, is that really happening to me? Is this really, like, how did I find myself in this mess? But now that we're out of the trenches and we're here, let's look back and laugh and just, talk about it. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Stay tuned for more and just, if you're new, please subscribe. And if you're old, welcome back. The first month of the year, January. I have a crazy story for you guys. So around that time, I was doing some internship somewhere and I was leaving home around 4 a.m. going for work. December was a vibe. I did everything. I went all that stuff. Come January 1, finally, I wake up, the usual prepare, and I'm on my way. So there was a little bit of a distance from home to where I used to get on a ride to go to wherever I connect to wherever. It was a whole lot of shenanigans. So this morning I leave home and I always usually used to lock the gates, but that day I didn't. Thank God I didn't. So I didn't lock the gate. I just like pushed it back and then I started moving. Behold what was coming in for me. So I moved a long distance, like a really long distance, whereby it was far from home and it was dark, it was at night and all that stuff. It was just from raining that night. It had rained cats and dogs. So I was like, it was slippery and I was in my safe boots and all that good stuff. I'm grateful I had safe boots. I literally wanted to wear gumboots, but I was like, nah, let me wear safe boots. So I moved the distance away from home, a couple of homes. I don't know if people had left their gates open and their dogs were out and about, or it was just that mating season where just dogs ran away from home. I don't know if it was the devil, if it was what, but I was almost eaten. I hear some noises. In fact, they were like quiet, but I hear some noises because some people had fields, small gardens where they had planted maize and whatnot. So tell me why I hear some little bit of noise. You know how you can tell they're dogs by barking? Those dogs are not barking at all. They were all quiet. And when I reached close to that place, tell me why they all came out from the hiding and started chasing me. I was like, oh Lord, dang it, I need to get back home because I was going to be eaten by those dogs. It was so traumatic, guys, and it was very, very slippery. I literally ran like my life depended on it, of which it did. Ran the fastest I've ever like run my entire life. I ran back, and lucky enough the gate was open. I just bumped it and ran inside. I wait for about 10 minutes because everyone is sleeping. I was the only one who was up. And I'm like, oh, maybe they've gone after 10 minutes. I open again and try to start going because I was like, there were specific times where I needed to be at a certain point to get on a ride and then connect to another ride and then just so I can make it on time and that actual time that was supposed to report for work. So, and where I was staying was really, really far. So I was like, I'll be late for work. 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes is not bad because I was early. I was always early by 30 minutes in case there was any delay. I wait for 10 minutes. I come out of the gate. Those dogs had hidden again. Then I come out and walk a distance. They come out again and start chasing me. Guys, I ran back inside. That happened like for about 4 times, and I was like, no, this is God telling me something. This dog, no, 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 no. Let me go back and wait until people were up and it was day, like it was bright, and then I was literally escorted to the point where I used to get on a ride. I was so traumatized, guys. In Feb, results came out and I did well. Thank God I proceeded the next grade. That was a really big thing for me, and I thank God for that because it was a huge prayer point of mine. Another thing, funny thing, event that happened was something that I learned. I'll tell you the story and I'll tell you the lesson I learned then. So I had gone to the farm and some shenanigans happened. I broke my phone. At that time when that happened, I was so like heartbroken and I came to a realization that phones are a liability and they depreciate with time. Like I just realized that you don't need to pour a lot of money in your gadgets like phones. You can pour into all these other things, laptops, whatever. And but phones, like the minute you buy it and open it, your money will never be the same. I literally felt so bad because I had saved, worked so hard, and did all these hassles and whatever to get that phone. when that happened, my heart shattered. And I told myself, say, invest that much money in a phone, and I had gotten it brand new. I was like, nah, I'm never gonna do that. So that was in February. I learned my lesson. Come to March, the big and my favorite month. I had my big girl birthday, and it was amazing. I was in the shambles of not having a phone, but thanks to this girl, at least that you know what you did for me that month. Like I couldn't study for anything. I even baked a cake for myself. I'll insert it in here so that you see it, guys. My best friends took me out for dinner. We had a good time, took some pictures. I loved that. So the very much I was like, I'm a big girl. I'm gonna decide on what I want to do and what to do with my life. I've been too much in the books, and I need to live my life. Plus, this is my big year, so I need to explore certain things and whatnot. Behold, I opened my doors to the dating world. What happened after that? It's nothing to display, but just like talk to people, get to know people, and behold, the stories I have, they are not for this recap. And maybe I'll share, maybe I won't, but my best friends, they know each time I call them the shenanigans I'm about to tell them. It's been an eventful thing, but March was the time that I decided to open up those doors. And it was actually on my birthday. Shenanigans. Those people, I can't tell them to, I need to write a script for them to talk around that time when I'll be getting married, like, cause they know a lot of tea and I don't know, they can't freestyle when it comes to, talking, cause I just take everything. She just knows, this girl, she has stories for me. You remember the phone I told you about for in Feb? Yep, comes April. So in April, like I try to take it for fixing. The way this accident happened, it was going to give me problems, so I needed to fix it and sell it. So there was this guy that I had been using for like 6 years. He's the one I actually bought the phone from. He had a store and all that good stuff. I knew him from church, was an elder in church, and I just knew him from other people like back in high school because he was based in the province that I schooled and whatever. So I heard of him in here when I met him at my uni. I was like, oh, I know this person from somewhere. And for the fact that he was a church leader, I knew to say, okay, let me support fellow church people, business. So I started supporting his business, everything gadget wise I needed, any fixing whatsoever, I would involve him. And he's actually the person I got that phone from. So I was like, okay, let me take it for fixing to him. I took it. And he asked me, no, what intentions do you have for this one? I'm like, no, when I fix it, I'm going to sell it and whatnot. Behold the mistake I made. Tell me why I was scammed. My dears, don't trust nobody, just trust Jesus because even the person you love to the moon and back, they're gonna scam you, and that's what happened to me. I'm not saying I love the person, but I trusted the person, knowing we come from, like, we go to the same church. I know him from people and all that good stuff. But behold, did he hold back from scamming me? He didn't. And the sad thing is, I was so gullible. I didn't even know what shit was going on. Yes, sometimes I know some gist, but sometimes I'm really so gullible such that I want to know about someone based on them and not what other people say and whatever. And the sad thing is, I never even heard any rumors until after I was scammed. Guys, it took a month trying to fight for my phone, and I was just scamless. It was a bad scam. I tried to be nice. I tried to take it like the right way, the easy way, but scammers, people change at the snap of a finger like this. I was like, is this the guy I've known who's been nice to me just because and whatever? I'm like, he was just literally hiding this side of him to me because I never credited from him. I would always pay upfront whenever I need a service. I would always like support and whatever. So I literally never knew that side of him, like never. He snapped, scammed, and on top of that, he started being insulted. For one thing, guys, I was so vexed and I was so angry and upset. I literally had to move out of character. Guys, don't let these people treat you anyhow. Stand up for yourself. I had to be a big girl. Because it took a month. I'm just trying to be nice and giving him time and waiting on the thing and one note. Tell me why that didn't work until I became like the bad side of me came out. It was a big event. We even went to the papa, to the police. Guys, I know. So actually the issue started in April and in May, that's when everything finalized. I managed to salvage something from that. I learned my lesson. Having no phone and then trying to be in contact with people, it was crazy. June comes, the big event. We had exams and all that, and every year, oh, you don't know. By the way, every year, every exam, there's that event that I break down and cry because of exams, lack of sleep, and just the overwhelming crying, just makes me feel better because I can't sleep. You can't sleep enough. But then again, how do you relieve your emotions that build up and all that good stuff that comes with exams? You know that past. Yeah, I had two phones actually, the iPhone and the Android. So the iPhone had issues. The one I was scambling, I had to fix my Android because it had issues also to start using. After some time, like I never had a phone, then I was like, wait, I have this one, I can fix it and use it for the meantime while I solve my issue. Fixed it, and I started using it. When the devil is after you guys, there's nothing good. And things are fine in one note. Tell me why within a blink of an eye, they stole that phone from my room. I always thought I'm careful, no, it will never happen to me. I was zero, so it wasn't even like that late, like around 7 p.m. My roommate and I just stepped out for a bit. Since that my girl knows this, we were traumatized, guys. We was traumatized. We stepped out for a bit. He came back, so we thought it was a prank. We just went to the restroom, like, Papa came back. Because we used to escort each other. I was asked for Mungolo, for escorting each other, even the toilets. Your friends in the toilets, you're outside waiting for them. No, I was want to use the bathroom, I was want to use the bathroom. We get each other, we got it over. Tell me why the devil was watching and was like, oh, chaps, you can go to the bathroom. We come back, we find our phones gone. If it was failing me by then, that was the last day, like I just finished my last paper. The listeners was still writing. She had the paper like on Monday, that was in the Friday. Me at least, my laptop was saved, my baby, my everything. You know how much I love my laptop. My phone went. The listeners, they robbed her phone, laptop. Anyway, that was a crazy, crazy event. So at first we thought it's a prank. It was not a prank. The phones were gone. The thief got them. The phones and the laptop, the thief got. And the thing is, I never had any password on my phone. I never had, and you know how your phone is more like your other life. Most of the things that you own in your life, most of the things, access, the people that you love, the people you're close to, are on your phone. I never had. I was the type of person who was like, I have nothing to hide on my phone. I'm not going to. I never used to do passwords. Tell me why that time I was literally scared for my life. If I had anything on this phone, they would have leaked. This is how people leak things. I'm like, thank God I don't do such things because there was no password. The person had access. And you know how Google sometimes saves your passwords and says like when you type something, like your passwords can pop up and someone can gain access. I'm like, my money is gone. All my life savings are gone. Everything is gone. All my friends are going to be like, and I had that thought. I'm like, these people are going to start calling people to ask for money. They'll call my friends like it's me and ask for money. Tell me why that happened to Felicitas. Those thieves started calling and texting her sisters to ask for money. Lucky enough, we had someone, her nephew, who came and she called people at home. I also called people at home. I told them, no, we've experienced a robbery. So this and this, in case you receive a call from a strange number asking for money, this is what has happened. We then quickly went to security and whatnot. We're being told to spend more money when we've lost things. That's how we teach that and just decided to forget that we've been robbed and moved on and replaced our things and blocked accounts. So first thing you do when you're robbed, block all your bank accounts, block all your mobile money accounts, call your people and tell them, I've been robbed. July was a chilled one, just going out and then, yeah, meeting new people. It was eventful. I met a couple of people, like new friends, and then also just enhancing my skills and things like that. That was a breath of fresh air after some events. And yeah, one of my cousins came and we're having a good time, getting his things. And yeah, it was a blast. We had a good time. August, I started training for, there's always a school marathon every year. So if you want to take part, you can train and whatever. So I decided to take part because the previous year I had come out second position. I got some good monies and I was like, this is a fundraising event. You know, as much as I'm going to keep fit and do something that I love, I'm going to fundraise. That's how I ended up starting to practice with a thing. And I met someone really amazing in August. Yeah, it was a big event. I was socializing more and because I had a bit more time on my end, so I literally went into social mode. Big tip when you're training for big events or sports and whatever, if you're a lady, train with guys. Because I can testify, I used to train with guys, I used to run with guys so that I can build up on my resistance and just my stamina. And you know, our build and the guys' physical build is different. So when you train with them, when you do things with them, it builds your stamina and it just makes you stronger and you know, it gives you willpower in short. So yeah, September came. I literally reached for the start. I reached and achieved my goal. I participated in that marathon and I came out first. Where's the money? I don't know. I can story for another day. Where's the so I ran 5K in less than 30 minutes. I was literally sprinting for that money and also just for my heart because I had been like running in areas where there were hills and I just built my resistance, I was ready for that. I literally ran for my life, ran to chase that bag. Did I catch the bag? I didn't, guys. October, I had a big event, big party with people that I had like known for years. Did our best, say goodbyes to people that in the schedule, a routine, and just all this life that you're used to start a new life, like literally starting from scratch. Like a very emotional month where you are in denial, but you're accepting that this is my new life. I decided, I'm like, God has been gracious. A chapter closed, a new one opens. There's nothing I can do. I just have to move on. And that's literally what I did. Come to November, the big decision where I decided to get back to creating content and being consistent. And that's exactly what I did. I started creating content, doing what I love. I'm not there yet when it comes to my other social media platforms, but for YouTube, I was like, I need to follow this schedule and do this and do that because this is what I love. December has been slow but chill vibes, and then also learning and experiencing new things, like a new side. I was always used to having a faster life where you have due dates to meet, you have things to do. December is more sort of slow and laid back, where random things are happening, and then it's okay to lazy around and just not know what you do next. Like it's just okay to live in that peace and trust God, more especially trusting God, like living in God's timing. In as much as most of us have a whole list, myself included, I have a whole list of things I want to do, what I want to achieve, at what. But December really has been trying to lean more on God's timing, God's purpose, like just going with the flow and trusting Him more and not being in a rush. That's what December is for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these short stories and recap. There's many more that I didn't go in detail. If you know some story that happened along the journey from January to now, let me know in the comments to talk about it. If there's something I've left out, let me know in the comments. Like if you know, you know. It's been an eventful year. I really thank God for every experience, both the good and the ugly. They really changed me. I'm no longer the same person who I was in January. Right now, I'm no longer the same. There's so much metamorphosis that has happened, behavior-wise, choices, like lessons and all that good stuff. I hope you learned a lot. First, it can never be me. Literally, it can be you. This life. Did I ever think that I'll be wrong? Well, I was wrong. So this life, you never know what will happen next. Bible verse in the Bible that talks about at Christ to come like a thief. I literally experienced that. Like just Pandora and all the things gone. So guys, let's keep building our faith. Let's keep building our personal like goals. Let's keep being good people, being kind, because time is not with us. Time is moving fast, and at the end of the day, life keeps moving. God is good, not sometimes, all the time, and God really loves you. So this is how I'll end the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and share with your friends. Those ones that you're in trouble with. I know, I'm not the only one who experienced the crazy aspect of 2025. Most of you did. Share this video with your friends. Share this video with your mom. Share it with everyone and tell them this girl is on YouTube. She's on Instagram, TikTok. She's everywhere. I'm on Snapchat, everywhere. Just tell everybody and share. Tell them to follow, subscribe, like, and comment, and let them know I make great content. See you guys in my next one. But for now, it's a bye.